Hi Creative Birdies, here's my intro to something that I'm doing here in a few seconds or maybe a minute after I do this intro is what I'm sharing with you guys in this video. You're going to watch me struggle because it's my first time doing them and there's a little story behind it. In the video you'll watch me, if you want to watch, make these. They are vials, little vials, and what I've done is gotten a piece of rice, short grain, but you should use long grain because you'll watch me struggle with the short grain. Getting little vials, writing on rice and sticking them in these little vials, and they magnify and they're really, really, really cool. And there's a story that goes right behind them. And the video is a little rough because I had a hard time, but you'll get the gist of it. And this one says love, and then there's another rice that says you, which is upside down, Jack. Now the rice moves around and it lands wherever it wants, and the one we create together is this one here that just says love, and there are little stars in there. See if you could see them. Yeah, little blue stars in there. And it just says love. And I had fun making this one off camera. This one's for my daughter. And like I mentioned, I struggle a little, but I didn't want that to stop me from sharing with you guys because I love inspiring you guys. And I love seeing your comments. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye! Hi everybody, how are you guys doing today? Welcome in, Creative Birdies, to my new and old subscribers. If you're new, please, if you enjoy my channel, or if you're watching this for the very first time, look around on my playlist just to see if you see anything that encourages you or inspires you. As always, if you're a YouTube creator and you create YouTube videos, if you find any inspiration in my videos or in what I'm creating, please do a shout out. That's all I ask. Okay, so in this video, what we're going to do, and I'll probably go back and do an intro. Actually, I might not have to because I already did one. Okay, I already done one and I'm going to show it to you guys. So first comes the story. So back in, I think it was probably 1996, my husband now, we've been together 21 years. He took me out on a date, and as you guys know, I live in California, and back in 1997 or something like that, we went to the Santa Monica Pier. And when you go to the Santa Monica Pier, if you've been there before, you know that there's a lot of street vendors and artists. And we were walking around and we seen this artist at a little booth, and what he was doing was amazing to me, and I've always wanted to recreate it because I lost mine after a few years, not intentionally. I lost it and I've been sad about it. It's something I wanted to replace, and I had thought I would go back to Santa Monica, but I have not been able to get back to Santa Monica. And anyways, what that person did, I don't know if he made it up himself or what, but he did something amazing, and we did purchase it, like I said, and I lost it on accident. He would write on pieces of rice and encapsulate them in vials like this, and this was sent to me in Creative Birdie Happy Mail. And if you don't know what Creative Birdie Happy Mail is, when somebody reaches out to me through my email, which is linked down below, and wants to share some of their art supplies or send me something they created, and if I feel comfortable, I'll give them my address. Most of the time I know them on Facebook, or I recognize their name from all the comments that they've left. I need to drink some water. Okay, so he would write on rice. I don't know what pen he used. I don't remember how he did it, but I've been wanting to recreate it, so I'm here recreating it. I looked around on YouTube to see if I could find any tutorials on it. I didn't find any. You might find some. I don't know. But I've looked under different things, under different categories, mainly how to. But I've looked under writing on rice and blah blah blah, and I didn't find anything. Not to say that I'm the first. No, the first creator was, from my understanding, that is that person and that worked at Santa Monica Pier, or he had a booth in Santa Monica Pier. Maybe he was just a random artist. I don't know. But I know that he was at the Santa Monica Pier. But anyways, he would write on rice and then put it in one of those vials that I showed you. I don't know what the contents on the inside contained. I'm assuming it was glycerin, so that's what I'm going to use. And because Karen sent me a whole mess of these, and very appreciative, and the lids. Ooh. It was my opportunity to do something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. So let's get to this. I have, which one's my oil? This one's oil. Okay, that goes there. I have my, I call it pipette, I don't know. I just call it that, one or the other, whatever comes to my mind. And then you're going to need your glass vials. You can get these on Amazon. You can go to my store down below, and I'll have in my store, you'll see some of these and all my favorite art supplies. Anyways, and then me personally, I don't remember him doing this, but I've done this and I'm doing this, is I just have a raw piece of clay. And that helps me hold the rice. But let me show you what I did to this one. Hopefully you guys can see. Oh, it's not dry all the way. I glued it about an hour ago. So in there I wrote, let's see, love, right there on the top. Oh, it's hard for me to see. Well, you can see love, and then you, and then Jack, my daughter. And in real life, I can see it much bigger. But the rice moves around, and that's perfectly fine. I love that. See, it's moving right there. It says, love you, Jack. And that's my daughter, and I did that for her. E6000, is it called? Yeah. For gluing the lid down. So I wanted to recreate another one with you guys, and she sent me so many different kinds of vials. Oh, I was supposed to, oh, I did grab glitter. And I want to do this one for myself. And this one looks like that. Okay, put that aside. Push all those aside. And on this one I want to write, and it would be better if you guys had long grain rice. I don't have long grain rice. I have short grain rice. But if you have long grain rice, that would be better. So what I do is I just shove it into my clay. And get a piece of paper just to get your, well, I don't have a piece of paper next to me, but get something close to you to get your Sharpie ultra fine point. I don't know if there's something finer than this. I don't have one, or anything finer than this. And this is a permanent marker. And on this one, I want to write George. If I can even get that in there, I don't know. We'll see. I'll find the longest part, which would be right there. Alright. I'm going to try to do that. Well, that's not working out because it's not long enough. Let's see, let's try another piece. I'm just going to shove another piece in there. Maybe this one will be long enough. Man, it's pretty tough to record. Must be very old pen that I have here. Here we go. Oh, I screwed that up on the end. Ah. Let's find another piece of rice. Okay. Half a piece of rice. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully my hair doesn't get in the way because I'm trying to look and record at the same time. I need to get myself a new Sharpie pen. J O R G E. That G and the E is not going to fit. Oh, I need a long piece of grind rice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Not going to work. So. I'm just going to write love. Until I get a long piece of rice. There we go. Can you see that? Give it a second. There you go. And then if you want, you flip your rice over and you write love again on the other side. So whichever way your rice flips while it's in the vial, you'll be able to see the word love. So I'm going to flip this one and write it again. Okay. Let it dry a little bit. And what you can do meanwhile it dries, get yourself the glitter that you would like to use. If you want to use any, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to use this yellow star. You can fill it up with glitter. That's not going to fit. Stars. I need to pull that out. Has to be something smaller. Okay, there's a few. And I did see an orange one here. I'm just going to stick those in. And then you get your glycerin. I don't know if I mentioned that. Get your piece of rice, stick it in. Now it's going to move around. What I'm trying to do is get the glycerin to go in all the way. This one has bubbles in it. I don't know why the other one didn't, but I'm okay with the bubbles. I'm sure they'll eventually settle, but what I'm trying to do is to get the glycerin to go all the way down. And it's not wanting to. Maybe if I blow in it. Hang on a second. No, it just caused more bubbles, but the bubbles are actually cool looking to me. So once you get it to your desired look with whatever you want to stick in there, but the video is mainly about writing on a piece of rice and putting a message on there, and it magnifies because of the glycerin, and it doesn't pour out easily. And once you put your message, get your E6000. I like to put it on the outside. It's not sticking. I must have closed it and some of it must have dried up. That's why I use these old pieces of fabric, because I'm sure I will mess it up and get glue on it. As you see, there's ink on there. It's nothing fancy or pretty. Then I just rub it with my finger, get it distributed. Stick your cap on and wait for it to dry. And if you get any excess glue, this is your chance to wipe it away. And there you have it. Got little stars in there and a little piece of rice that says love on both sides. So there you have it. It's something I've been wanting to do for quite some time. Oh, and also make sure that the hole on your cap is facing the way you want it to face. And I want mine to be sideways like that. And then you can actually stick your vial into your clay and let it sit there and dry, and that's what I was doing with the other one. Let me see. There we go. So this will probably not be the first video. This will probably not be the last video you'll see. I'll probably come back and do it again when I have long grain rice. And as I mentioned, if you're another YouTube creator and you recreate this, a shout out would be very nice. And if you are just at home creating, have fun. Make loads of them, give them to your friends, sell them, have a blast. I'm only here to inspire and share with you guys. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys. And here it is again. If my camera will, there it goes. Focus. You see the stars right there? And the bubbles. You could probably get a little tint in there by using maybe some kind of pigment or coloration or something like that. You can actually, another thing I want to do is stick some gold foil in there and other things. So I need to get my hands on some long grain rice and recreate it again, because I do want to make another one that says something like maybe 21 years and then George. That's my husband, if you guys didn't know by now. So thanks. And another thing, two more things actually. If you enjoy my videos and you'd like to leave me a tip, my PayPal is always down below. Everything helps. And just as if you were to tip a server or a teacher or something like that, it's the same thing I'm doing. Also, please share this video with your friends and share it on all social medias if you would be so kind. And I'm grateful for all of it. Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Share, share, share. And I'll see you guys again later. Bye.